Hey guys, I'm doing a huge giveaway. All you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. Leave a comment down below with your in-game name, in-game ID, and the skin you want that's under 300 diamonds. So with that, best luck, and I'll see you in the video. Yo guys, welcome back to Team Assassination. How's everybody doing today? This is Session Day right here, bringing to you yet another top 5 video. And today we're going to do something different. Rather than top 5 must-have, well, that's the only video we did. But we're going to have a top 5 most underrated but strongest champion in the world. Not in the world, in Mobile Legends, right? In the world of Mobile Legends. Top 5 hidden OP heroes, you can say. Well, why? Because a lot of champions I think, after discussion with my friends, including me, I just think are really strong, but we don't see them in the meta quite often. It's just, people just don't pick them, right? That doesn't mean that they are not strong. So, in this video we'll address that, and let me know do you agree with the list or not? If you don't agree with the list, what do you think should be included in the list of top 5 underrated? And yet again, I'm going to describe to you and explain my parameters that we use for analysis and ranking, so you can see why certain decisions are made, and you will be surprised. Watch all the way to the end of the video because you'll be surprised who the #1 most underrated hidden OP hero is. So with that guys, let's quickly get into the parameters. And the first parameter we're going to give is ban and pick frequency. Obviously the less likely the champion will be picked or banned, the higher the score it is, because it means more people are ignoring it. And the next thing we'll do difficulty, because again we want more people to be able to play those champions, so the easier equals to higher score. And then we're gonna give difficulty a 15%. Now they are not the most important in the most hidden OP heroes, obviously. And then let's go to, and ban and pick, we want to give it 10%, obviously, right? Because you know most of the champions we pick are already kind of ignored. And then we're gonna give them the next 3 categories. One is mobility. Mobility again includes lane-to-lane mobility and team-fight mobility. Team-fight mobility, right? Are they able to position themselves easily from point to point? This tied up to the next point, crowd control, are the most important factors I think in this game. You know, like most important, most crucial factors in this game, right? And obviously, the final point is damage. How much damage can the champion do, right? Obviously, we're talking about hidden OP hero. We can talk about mobility, crowd control, and then more than that, we talk about how much damage this champion can do, right? And we're gonna give 25% each to one of those 3 categories, right? So that's add up to 100% this time. Make sure I don't make those mistakes and have 115% add up to the last video. And I just want to say that this list is not complete, okay? A lot of champions, we actually rated quite a bit of champions. I will show you the score right here of all the champions that we rated. Of some of the champions that we rated that's not on the list. And you can see that Nana, Gore, champion like Nana, Gore, Lolita, and for example, Yi Sun-Shin, I didn't even put on the list. But personally, I think Yi Sun-Shin is just so underrated. Because most people don't know how to play this marksman correctly. He actually has a lot of potential within him. Like if you play it correctly in the right team comp, Yi Sun-Shin can be one of the most impactful marksmen in the game. Now, Lolita, Gore, Nana, I think they're all very situational. In the right team comp against the right enemies, they can be really, really strong, right? So let's get into our list of top 5 most underrated hidden OP heroes. Number 5. Ruby. Ruby is a controversial pick because she's not really picked a lot, and she's not really picked at all, you know. So like you can see her around, but just not very often. So on pick and ban, we're gonna give Ruby a 4 out of 10, and then on difficulty wise, we're gonna give Ruby a 5 because she does have 2 skill shots, kind of like a direction skill shot. At the same time, you have to enter her in and outs because she's not like any other tank or alt fighter where she can actually tank some damage, or like not like Cheryl, she has a lot of getaway skills, but not for Ruby. If you go in and you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna die, right? So we're gonna give her 5 out of 10 for difficulty. Mobility wise, Ruby doesn't really have a lot of mobility, but she does have her passive, which gives her like, you know, reposition abilities in the team fights, where every time you use a skill, you can move a little bit. So I'm gonna give her a 4.5 out of 10. And for quad control, Ruby, let's give her a 9 out of 10, guys. There's no questions about it. Because Ruby definitely, the reason why Ruby is strong is because her quad control, and more than that, her quad control cannot be purified. So we're gonna give her a 9 out of 10. Damage-wise, we're gonna give Ruby a 4, because you're gonna go like Hat's Claw as the first item for some damage. After that, you're gonna go full tank. So not really too much damage, a 4 out of 10. So in total, Ruby received a 5.5 rating out of 10, which would make her number 5 in the top 5 most underrated hero list. Number 4, Vexana. Vexana is one of the most bursty mage in the entire game. Since her creation, she's always been on top of my list and the most fun champion to play, but unfortunately, she doesn't fit in a lot of comps. Because the champion has too many skill shots, and damage-wise, she's great, but it's so easy to dodge. Like, unless your team just lands you perfect ability, perfect quad control, it's really hard to use her full potential. But if your team does offer you the opportunity, she becomes one of the deadliest foes to go against, right? Definitely on top of my list. And let's go through her parameter here. Ban pick, well, Vexana was never picked, never banned. So we'll give her 10 out of 10. And difficulty, 4.5 out of 10. It's actually quite hard because she has 2 skill shots. Her ultimate is really strong, but besides the damage, her ultimate clone really doesn't do much. And let's go to mobility. I'm gonna give her a 0, big fat 0, because she has no mobility, just like Eudora or Aura, those kind of champion, right? Quad control, we're gonna give her a 6 because her first ability. That's it, right? And then damage-wise, 10 out of 10, man. There's no question. So in summation, Vexana got a 5.7 out of 10, which make her rank number 4 in the top 5 underrated OP hero list. Number 3, Rafaela. After the creation of Estes, Rafaela just kind of fell off the scene really fast, but nobody said she's not strong, nobody said she's useless. People just kind of stopped using her for some reason. So we're gonna give Rafaela a 9 out of 10 on pick and pan and pick frequency. And difficulty wise, Rafaela is definitely pretty easy, so we're gonna give her a 9 because first, second ability are all just not skill shots, AoE abilities, and ultimate is like pretty straightforward. Mobility wise, we're going to give Rafaela a 4 out of 10, right? Because she does have a speed boost on her second ability. It costs a lot of mana though, and you cannot use it like just go from lane to lane if you don't have blue buff or some other stuff to help you. Quad control, we're going to give Rafaela an 8. She has like an infinite amount of slow with her first ability. It's just so much slow because the cooldown is super short, like 4 seconds, and you can use it like very often. So and her ultimate obviously is a crowd AoE crowd stun, right? So we're gonna give an 8 out of 10, right? Damage wise, 3 out of 10. Rafaela has no damage. Come on, guys, let's be honest. So overall, we're gonna give Rafaela a 6 out of 10, which put her at number 3 in the top 5 most underrated champion list. Number 2, Belmont. Come to the runner-up spot. Let's talk about Belmont. Belmont is actually one of the least picked tank right now. Among all the tanks, everyone seems to have their strength, but Belmont just kind of get left out, especially in the NA professional gaming scene, the high-elo ranked scene, right? But Belmont is actually quite strong. From bang pick standpoint, we're gonna give him an 8 because you do see him sometime, but not very often. So we're gonna give him an 8 out of 10. And for difficulty wise, we're gonna give Belmont a 10. It's easy to champion to play. You literally just charge in with your first ability and spin on people and with a low user ultimate or a huge AoE. Not too much of a skill shot. Mobility wise, we give Belmont 5 because she does have first one ability where she can dash, you know, in and out. So we're gonna give him a 5 for mobility, right? For quad control wise, a 3 because the reason why is Belmont does have her ultimate and it's AoE slow. It does slow quite a bit, right? Especially if you use it as an initiation tool, it's okay. But mostly, I want to use it when people at least drop to like half HP or to do a lot more damage. Because do remember, your ultimate does true damage based on enemies missing HP by percentage. It's crazy. Damage wise, we're gonna give Belmont a 7 out of 10 solely because his ultimate and his second ability. A wave clear is so easy, even if you go full tank. It's so easy to wave clear with Belmont's second ability, and his ultimate just does too much damage in AOE from an AOE standpoint if you land it correctly. So overall, we're gonna give Belmont 6.05 out of 10, which put him at a 2nd out of 5 in the top 5 most underrated champion list. Number 1, Alpha. On the king spot, number 1, a most underrated champion list, we have Alpha. Why Alpha? Alpha, in my opinion, is definitely deserved this most underrated champion spot because he was the most recent buffs. His second ability actually heals quite a bit. Most people underestimate the second ability, and they think Alpha doesn't sustain, he doesn't tank that much, and he doesn't do much damage compared to before anymore, so he's useless. But in fact, Alpha played as a tank actually do so much damage. You got Blast Axe with your only damage item and cooldown reduction. He's actually really strong. So from ban pick standpoint, we're gonna give Alpha a 10 out of 10 because he's never picked and he's never banned, right? Difficulty wise, we're gonna give Alpha 4 because Alpha does have all skill shots, and in order to proc your passive, you have to know you use the first and second ability correctly. So we're gonna give Alpha a 4 out of 10. Mobility wise, Alpha has a 5 because she can get in, get out of team fight with his ultimate, so he can actually okayly mobile. So we're gonna give him a 5 out of 10. Crowd control, Alpha definitely get a high score. In this case, we're gonna give him an 8.5 out of 10 because of the ultimate. And his first second ability both slow enemies, and in conjunction with your passive also does true damage. So we're gonna give him an 8.5 out of 10 for Alpha's crowd control. For damage wise, we're gonna give Alpha a 6 out of 10 because of Alpha's passive, where you do true damage with your first second ability combined, or wherever it stacks to 2 of your beta stacks on enemy. At the same time, just the basic, your first second ability and your all do a lot of basic damage as well. So in conclusion, guys, Alpha got a 6.5 out of 10 on weighted average score, which put him at number 1 most hidden OP heroes, right? Most underrated heroes. So guys, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about the list? Do you think it's fair? Do you think there's something that we need, what's your most underrated champion? And do you think any other parameters that we should add in our next analysis? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and a Assassin Day. Peace out. Love you guys.